Traveling with one bag can be one of the most freeing feelings while you're on the road. Stuff weighs us down, physically and mentally. If you are still checking a bag, hopefully this video helps you check yourself. Here's how it's gonna work. These 30 items for me are one bag travel essentials, personally. Hopefully you gain a little something by hearing about all these items. Now, I don't want this video to be 30 minutes long, so I'm gonna give each item about 15 to 45 seconds. Quick and concise. Let's get started. First up is the bag you use for one bag travel. And I'll get into this one in a second, but I wanna stress the importance of finding the right bag for you. It's not gonna be the same for everybody. A little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, depending on what type of travel that you usually do. The one that has landed well for me is this 45-liter bag from Pakt. It opens like a suitcase, has 4 compartments, and fits plenty. My advice here is to spend money on a quality bag that really suits your needs. One more quick thing before we get started. I'm not gonna dive into any clothes. It's gonna really depend on where you're going. I'll do a whole nother video where I just pack with me video type thing. This is gonna be all about the accessories that I think are essential. The next piece to one bag travel are packing cubes. Now, we've settled on the trip packing cubes or the wandered packing cubes, a little bit more higher quality, and they come with compression, which is important when you're doing one bag travel because all the space really matters. But the big thing with packing cubes is they will keep you organized. Even if you're only using 1 or 2 cubes, this is an essential part of traveling with one bag. You have to stay organized. This way you can fit other things in and around the cubes, and they're easy to get to while you're in transit and when you get to your next destination. Next up, a packable backpack. Now, you might be thinking, I already have a backpack, that's one bag travel, why am I bringing another bag? I think this is an essential piece when you're going out on day trips. You don't want to take your big travel bag that you got to the destination with that has all of your other things in it. You want to keep that organized. At the hotel or the Airbnb, this enables you to have something if you're running out to grab groceries, or if you're on a day hike or a trip with friends that you just met. Easily packs down to something that's super small, opens up into a regular form-fitting book bag that fits plenty. I'll be linking all these products below in the description if you're interested in purchasing any of them. Next up is this Magsafe card holder from Moft. Now, it attaches to my phone. It's nice and secure, and it has a slot back here for 2 card holders. So also serves another purpose. Dual purpose items are great. It opens up into a tripod. So if I wanted to take a picture while we're out and about, now I have a tripod, or if I wanted to watch a movie on the plane, then you can just rotate this, watch a movie. Great accessory to have. You throw it on your phone, you forget it's there, but it enables you to have that 2-card setup while you're traveling. Speaking of cards, next up is our emergency card, which slides right in here, but it has some great information when you're traveling. On one side, you would have the country you're in, the emergency number, and the hospitals, if they're public or private, maybe how to get to them. You can get a little more nitty-gritty if you would like to put the exact number of a hospital that's near you or an urgent care near where you're staying. And then on the other side, you would have your name, medical conditions, emergency contact, possibly where we're staying. This gives you a little peace of mind because you've already done the research to know how to access the emergency services in a new country that you're traveling to. As a small creator, if you smash that like button and hit the subscribe button, it would mean so much. Thank you. Next up, a tech pouch. If you haven't tried this before, I fought it for a little bit. I can just put my wires in another pocket. It is a really helpful tool while you're doing one bag travel. Again, you want to be very organized when you have your bag. So if I know all my electronics are in here, this fits a ton. Any type of charging port or cable or Magsafe charger, it's always going to be my go-to that it's in my tech pouch. If I keep it in there, then it keeps it clean and organized when I get to my destination, or if I'm at the airport or even on the plane and want to access something. I like this one from Trip Travel Gear, but there are plenty of other options out there. Something that is always in my tech pouch is my Magsafe charger from Nitecore. Now, you can get very inexpensive Magsafe chargers. This is one of the lightest ones on the market, also very slim, but this is really helpful. If I forget to juice up, or if I need some more juice right when I land, this just slaps on your phone, gives you that little bit of extra security to know your phone won't die in the Uber or you'll lose maps right before you get to your destination. Next up, a Tomtoc Sling. Now, this is very packable and slim, very easy to get into your bag. I also like to wear this on the plane as my personal item. So I travel with this, I have my passport in here, I have my wallet in here, my phone in here. This way I'm kind of hands-free. So I know everything is here, I carry it in the front. If It's all easily accessible. Take your larger book bag, put that up above you on the plane, and now you're set up for all your in-flight entertainment. Then when you get to your destination, this is your everyday carry. So I'm always walking around with this, have a few things in here for the day, safe way to keep my wallet, my phone, where again, it's out of my pocket, but in a very secure spot. You can wear this under a jacket or under a shirt if you wanted that extra layer of security. You can get any waist pack. I really like this one from Tomtoc, high quality and inexpensive. Next up, a white noise machine. I've talked about this little guy in many travel videos. It is tiny and easy to travel with. The argument is you have a white noise machine on your phone. And my argument is I don't want to have my phone run out of battery overnight, worry about how much battery is getting sucked out. Sometimes those things shut down. Then I have to leave my phone volume on with some of those apps, and then I get buzzed in the middle of the night if it's a different time zone. It goes on and on. This is tiny. It lasts about 3 nights. It charges with USB-C, which you probably have a USB-C device with you already, so you're not taking an extra cable. Throwing this white noise machine on really helps you get some rest, which is important while you travel. Now, I've gotten some flack in videos before. Why would you have this huge power brick when you can just get little converters? I feel like this has served me in so many purposes, and it also sets up a charging hub. If I have a small converter and I plug it in, then one plug is enabled to charge devices. If I use this Epicka travel adapter, then I have USB-C on the side. I have 2 USBs on the bottom and 2 USB-Cs on the bottom. Plus, I have the plug in the front. So it creates a nice little charging port where you can charge multiple devices at once. It does take up a little bit more space than some of the slimmer power adapters, so you have to take that into account with the one bag travel, but I feel like it has served me very well in multiple situations. These socks take up almost no space. I feel like they make a huge difference while on a plane. And if you're traveling somewhere, maybe not Europe in the summer, but where you're wearing long pants, if you're walking a lot during the day or you wear these when you get home to recover a little bit, I feel like it is a underutilized piece of travel. I come from a fitness background, so I know a little bit of compression on the ankles and the calves after a long day of walking around the streets is really helpful, setting you up to recover for the next day of travel. Next up, water bottles. You have to travel with a water bottle. And if you really want to save space, you can make it collapsible one, and we've reviewed those, but I feel like if I just have a solid water bottle, clipping on my bag or sliding in the water bottle holder, it is totally worth it because when I get to the destination, I'm usually out and about moving a ton, and I love to have a water bottle on me. If we're going to a country where we don't mind drinking the tap water, then this Owala bottle is great. If we're going somewhere where the tap water is a little bit dicey, we do have Life Straw, which we love to use. The only problem is it doesn't hold that much water. Either way, we highly recommend it traveling with a water bottle of some sort. It is really helpful when you're on the plane to stay hydrated and when you're having those long days of tours walking around new towns and cities. You're probably not going to meet a one-bag traveler that doesn't travel with a buff. These are really versatile and really helpful. You can throw it over your head to block the sweat, create some shade, throw it over your neck to keep you a little bit cooler if you put it in cool water, use it as an eye mask or a sleep aid on a plane. So really a versatile piece of travel equipment that takes up almost no room. Next up, your toiletry bag. This one's from Pakt. It pairs really well with the bag because it kind of clips in and sits well. It's made from the same company, so if you have the option to get a toiletry bag from the same company that you're getting your bag from, usually it will make the process of getting it in the bag and having it fit a little bit more seamless. This is just a very simple waterproof toiletry bag. Next up, reusable toiletry bottles. Now, you can get these really cheap ones off Amazon, or we love traveling with this gravel bottles where you kind of change the labels, but a very easy way to keep all your toiletries organized when you're doing one bag travel. And then before you leave, you're not worried about getting travel size items or this and that. You just fill up whatever you have at home, throw it in your toiletry bag, and you're good to go. Next up, toothpaste tablets. They're just small little tabs that you pop in your mouth. Great to have while you travel. Throw your toothbrush in there, and then you have clean and fresh teeth. Next up, a medicine cabinet. Now, if you're doing one bag travel, you want to be prepared. You want to have a couple things on hand. Ibuprofen, something if your stomach gets upset, maybe some nausea medication. These are really inexpensive off Amazon little pill cases, take up almost no room. And if you're traveling from anywhere from a week to 2 weeks, this should have you set. Most of the time in transit, I'll wear a pair of sunglasses. So if I'm wearing the sunglasses, now I have this foldable case. So this gets nice and flat. Now I can travel with this, one bag travel, no problem. Next up, a flashlight. I love this one from Nitecore. It is fairly expensive, but I have used it in plenty of situations. Maybe I'm walking home late at night and I want to feel a little bit safer. Drop something on the plane, can't find something in the hotel room or late at night. Even when I'm leaving the hotel room, if I use this to kind of clear and search things, I usually leave less things behind. So just a nice little handy tool, takes up almost no room, rechargeable with USB-C. Highly recommend traveling with a travel flashlight. I love this 20,000 milliamp power bank from Ugreen. It was fairly inexpensive. It has 3 different ports and it can charge my laptop. So you are covered with your Magsafe charger for your phone, but if you're traveling with any other bigger electronics, then you want a power bank. Yes, it has a little bit of weight, but overall it's a fairly slim profile, and I can't tell you how many times this has saved me at a cafe or when I'm working late at night. You don't know where the outlets are in these new places that you're traveling to, so if you have one of these, you can get everything charged up or work from wherever you want. Peace of mind. Don't even get me started with how much I love this thing. It is soft and plush, has a little kind of space separator for your eyes. The back of this is really thin so you can't tell when you're sleeping. It's like $15 on Amazon. This helps me sleep when I'm away traveling so much. It is by far one of the most underrated tools of travel. Really excited about the sleep mask in case you can't tell. Flat pack hand sanitizer. Love this stuff. I will link it below if you have not tried it. It is the simple things that make one bag travel much better. I just slide it in the waist or fanny pack. It is spray, so it is just nice, easy, compact to travel with. Kids are on the playground or you're all over a fast food restaurant or something. Just spray this on, a little bit more peace of mind, because staying healthy when you travel, really important. This is a tracking card from UFi. It's like an AirTag or an Apple AirTag. You can use one of those to travel with too. And why would you need that for one bag travel? Well, I really like having this in my waist bag in case I'm out and about and I leave that or it gets taken from me. I've also used these where I keep one in my bag when I leave home, and then I can easily track the hotel if I need to get back to the hotel. These tracking cards are fairly inexpensive and just give you a little bit of peace of mind knowing where your bag is. A traveling laundry setup. This is a dry bag. This is a cord that we can hang clothes on, and then some tiny laundry detergent sheets. Not gonna belabor this one because I did a whole video on travel laundry, which I'll link above. But if you're not traveling, especially one bag travel with a laundry setup, you're doing it wrong. Connect Air Pro. It is a way to create Bluetooth technology from your headphones to the airplane entertainment system. It is a small little piece of luxury, but if you've never used it, it makes even a 3 to 4 hour flight so much more enjoyable. I love traveling with over-ear headphones, but if I'm going for a one bag setup, then I have to be more compact. Now, these Pearl L's from Denon are really high quality in-ear earbuds. They're a step up from some of those other cheaper options, and they really try to personalize the sound to you. They connect flawlessly every time you put them in your ear. Can't recommend them enough. Tied to Go Stick. Does not take up too much room, and if you're doing one bag travel, you should not be traveling with that many clothes. So if there happens to be an accident, you can just take care of it quickly, and you don't need to go to a laundromat or use your laundry setup or figure out how to get your clothes clean the next day. A high quality rain jacket is a great piece to have in your one bag travel. I love this one from 686. It is versatile, it holds up really well, it dries fast. It is a bit expensive, but again, if you want to pick a couple high quality things to do your one bag travel with, I think it goes a long way. But any type of packable rain jacket would do. These Airborne Vitamin C tabs have been very helpful to travel with. Now, I don't know if they do a ton, but it helps give me a little bit of peace of mind that I'm boosting my immune system just slightly before I get on a plane or I go into a really crowded airport. So we all have one of these on travel day, and it just gives us a little bit of peace of mind. Next up, a passport holder. This one is a little bit large, but we're a family of 4, so it works really well for us to store some other important documents in. We slide it in the Tomtoc and then out. Very great for airport travel. Also has an AirTag spot in here, so while we're at the hotel or Airbnb, or even while it's in our bag, it's a nice way to ensure that really important documents are kept safe. Look at that. We made it in just under 16 minutes with the intro. Overall, I think that's pretty good for 30 items. If you like this video, I really think you'll like this one where I break down 9 tech travel essentials, or this one where I talk about really affordable places to travel in 2025. Thank you so much for being here and watching. If you wouldn't mind smashing that like button, hitting the subscribe button, it would mean so much to me as a small creator. Thanks for being here.